I'll spare you the Brady Bunch bit again, but this is John Moreno and his company Get Her Done. On Monday night, we told you about the new backyards he promised to all these folks who say they didn't get what they bargained for.
Left with a big section of just unfinished yard.
Alicia was supposed to have grass to put a play set here.
So we ultimately have to rip it all up because it's draining back towards the house.
Maddie, a walkway for her daughter with special needs to use her wheelchair. Destiny and Kelsey,
The gray rock is their rock. We graciously are sharing it now.
they sued John in small claims court and won. Randy, Stanley, and Jerry,
He just stopped showing up.
they got the cops involved, and Moreno was charged with felony theft. All 7 of them share a common tale. Their headaches started with a knock on the door and an offer.
If that's where we see a lot of issues arise, is when people receive knocks on their doors, unsolicited invitations from people to come and do work for them.
Megan Conrad with the Better Business Bureau says anytime a contractor solicits your business, it should prompt more questions.
One of our main pieces of advice is before you hire a contractor or give anybody money for anything, especially if it's a large home project, is that you do your research and see what you can find out about them online.
All the neighbors we talked to say they couldn't find anything on Moreno in their searches. Conrad said this is when you ask to speak to references and see pictures of past work. And if you agree to do the work, she says the most important thing you can do is get it all in writing.
With contracts, the more specific and detailed, the better.
Ask for a written breakdown of labor and materials costs and a general timeline for the project.
The third thing I would say to look for is cost. So when you're looking at the scope of work and what all of the items are for the project, look at what the cost associated is going to be and ask if there's any potential of those things changing.
So another warning sign the BBB said to look out for. In all of these cases, Moreno's customers say that he came in way under their other bids. And you always want to get at least 3 estimates. I will write that on my tombstone. Please do that if you're getting a project done, 3 estimates. And if one of them is way lower than the others, she says that is a red flag. Moreno, by the way, tells us that he's never stolen anything from anyone and insists that the cases against him are civil matters. You can watch our original story from Monday night, streaming right now on 9 News Plus. I'm Steve Staeger. Steve on your side, 9 News.
You hire someone like this, Steve, you want expertise, but you're also trying to save time. The time and effort you have to put into running background checks and finding out more about these people, that's a problem for some people.
Absolutely. And you know, this is something I learned doing this story. I was never really cued in on when you buy a new build home, oftentimes it doesn't come with a finished backyard.
Right.
And a lot of these communities require these folks to get it done within a year. And so you're looking for something quick. Someone comes to your door with an offer that seems like a good deal. This is just where we want to warn everyone out there to make sure that just because you get the good deal, do the due diligence and make sure that you know what you're getting.
It'll be worth your time.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Yeah, very much so. It's expensive, those new homes.
It is.
Sheets blocking your windows because you can't afford everything.
And then you have this on top of that.
Yeah.
And then you get this. All right. Thank you, Steve.